It's May of 2023, and the time has finally come. My friend Karen and I take an Uber to Los Angeles Airport, where we board a flight on LATAM Airlines to Lima, Peru. We fly for over 8.5 hours, crossing over the ocean, and late in the evening we finally arrive. After an hour-long bus ride, we arrive at the Inside, which is our hotel for the week. It's quite mid-century modern and very luxurious. Our room was delightful, and we were so happy to see those beds. This was our one chance to sleep in. From then on, we get up early every single morning. But this time, we got together in a leisurely way over a buffet breakfast that was probably the fanciest I've ever seen. For us, it wasn't safe to drink the local water, but the hotel did have a faucet outside for us to refill our water bottles with safe water. Up on the 10th floor, there is an amazing swimming pool overlooking the city. I did go swimming once, but the water was extremely cold. The rest of our day was spent exploring the city. First, they took us along the coast up to a fort, which was originally built by the Spanish when they conquered Peru. In 1532, the Spanish conquered Peru, and shortly thereafter they settled the capital city there and named it Lima. This is a tour of their fort.
Okay, this fort was built in 1747 when Peru was Spanish.
Fort Real Felipe was established and built to protect the port of Lima against pirates. There was both a Queen's Tower and a King's Tower, and they were accessed by these bridges that could be pulled up. Let me tell you about this dungeon. It was wide enough that my shoulders could touch both walls, and that's where the prisoners were kept until the day they died. This port protected the city from pirates that came from England, Portugal, France, and the Netherlands. Today, the fort is a museum, and it is well worth a visit to learn about the history of this amazing city. Returning to Lima, it was time for a self-guided tour walking through downtown. On Sunday, we went to worship at the bunker. This church is led by Pastor Pepe, who once competed in the world's strongest man competition, believe it or not. and he is passionate about the Lord and about physical strength and health, and runs lots of camps and weightlifting and just helping younger people to be the best they can physically and spiritually. Then my roommate and I found this John F. Kennedy Park, which is famous for having cats that just live there. Nobody owns them, but a lot of people do feed them, and tons of us pet them. Then we came across this beautiful church, and we just had to go inside and just admire it. Going back outside, we found this, I guess it's a festival of joy. I don't know, they were singing, they were dancing, and of course I had to join in for a little while. So here's my version of Where's Wendy? On our way back to the hotel, we saw some amazing street art. This is a country full of artists, musicians, crafters. It's an amazing place. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Monday came and the real work began. We were taken to a sports area in Surco, which is a part of Lima, where these amazing setups were ready for us to start conducting our first medical clinic. This was the first of 3 locations we would be in. In Surco, we were here for 2 days, and over the course of the 5 days, we saw over 800 patients. The need is real. Pastor Pepe's church provided us with amazing translators, and this is our team. We slept like logs that night, and then the next day, we went to Pamplona. Pamplona Alta, it's a shanty town. There's no infrastructure, there's extreme poverty, and there are over 20,000 people living there. It started in the 1990s when massive numbers of Peruvians immigrated to Lima from the rural countryside. They were looking for better opportunities in Peru's capital city, so many of the people that live here actually commute into the heart of Lima. This is where we conducted our clinic. Soon the people started coming in. A lot of people came with their children. They went through triage. They got to play. They saw doctors. They went to the pharmacy and got their medications. And then, if they wanted to, they got prayer. Being in a place like this, even if it was just for 2 days, was very eye-opening, and it was humbling. It made me realize just how incredibly fortunate we are at home. As you can see, roads have just been dug into the sides of the hills, and this is how they get around, unless they can catch a bus into town as well. Dogs are everywhere, and you can tell they're all hungry. I wish I could take them all home and feed them. I'm sure the entire team would agree with me when I say that serving these people is one of the most meaningful things I've ever done. This is their cemetery, built right into the side of the road. There's clear evidence of a culture of faith here. Heading back into the city, the contrast. Wow. Do you see how different it is? It's so full, it's so commercial, it's busy, it's loud. I guess all I can say is, it's a city. That evening, a couple of friends and I went walking around downtown. We saw some amazing art, and I even brought this piece home. I just love it. It's so colorful, just like the Peruvians. We stopped for boba tea, which was a first for me. It was pretty good. I'd have it again. I wish I had been able to film our last couple of days because they were pretty profound, but we were slammed with patients. There's just so much need. I'm glad I got to share this with you. I hope you'll consider coming on a trip with His Healing Hands. It'll change your life, I promise you. See you next time.